I just arrived at Loggies and it's quite empty at the minute. I'm just trying to pick out my swim, you know, where I want to fish. There's quite a few swims available now. Nice few features, islands and that, and I have actually seen a fish while I've been waiting, and it's been in this corner. Literally, I see a fish jump out here from the other side, drove round here, seen quite a bit of fizzing. So yeah, it's looking promising. So I'm going to keep having a look, and I'll speak to you all soon, get a proper intro, and let you know how things go. Here we go. Hoi hoi Smearsy, and as you can see, we're bankside again. Today, we joined us down Loggiss Lakes for a 24-hour session. Now for me, this is the first time I've fished it in 8 years, and I've only ever fished it once. So in theory, really, it's all like a fresh new start for me on this lake. I never caught when I came here before. So yeah, I thought I'd pop down here for 24 hours from Sunday to Monday and see what can happen. So on arrival, lovely, drive straight up. You can drive around near enough to all the swims. I haven't been around the whole lake because as I was driving around having a look, I see about 2 or 3 fish giving me some good shows. No one fishing up this end of the lake, so I thought I'd jump straight in it. So I chose peg 12. I've had a marker around. There's not many hard spots. It's a lot weedy, silty, loads of lilies and that hold up all the fish, and reeds the other side. Like I say, I also saw the fish, so that's what made me cast the rod out and pick this swim. I've got 2 rods out there. One's right over the other side. One's against the lilies. You're allowed to fish 3 rods down here, and you have to come round, pick a swim. You set up. No one's seen me yet, but the bailiff said he's going to come round in here, take the money off you later, and most probably check the rigs and that. I don't know, whatever they do down here really. Yeah, so 2 rods are out there. I've got 1 more rod to chuck out. I'm going to find a spot. I've got my bait spoon with me, so I might even use that and chuck it down the sides, because I'm seeing a lot of fish show right up against the reeds and that. So yeah, that's where I might be fishing, to be honest. I'll say we'll go through the rigs and that. Yeah, fella. We'll go through all the rigs and that, see which one I catch up with. When I say catch up with, it's just thrown me right off, and someone's walking past as I'm talking to the camera, put me right off. Anyway, yeah, we'll go through the rigs and the way I'm using baiting up and everything like that, and yeah, as and when we catch really. I've set the bivvy up. I'm going to have something to eat soon because it's getting on a little bit, and yeah, that's it really. Ain't really had much more to say than that in a minute. Until so it happens, pal, see you in a bit. Alright, so here we are, dinner time now. Left it longer than what I said I was going to. And it's about 7:30 now, nearly getting on for 8 o'clock. Sun's starting to dip a bit. It's looking quite carpy out there. I've seen a few fish jump since I last chatted to you. I've had another rod out down the sides with a pop-up on it. Nothing, so I pulled that in. I've wrapped them both up for 12 wraps over by the reeds. I went round there before I casted my rods, chucked a load of bait out there, put a rod on it, leave that for a while till I cook this. Now I'm going to chuck another rod on it. Because you're allowed 3, I've got 1 still on the corner of the lilies, the right hand side, because well, basically I see a fish round there, so I thought I'd tuck that one out there. So that's the 3 rods. That's going to be the 3 rods for tonight. Yeah, got to say, mine are the only rods in this water, so it's looking pretty good, and I have seen fish jump and that. See the bailiff, he come round, collected the money. He said the same, he just said the usual spots in here. Bit of wind that, I thought I had a little fish then, but no. Got a little bite, well not a bite, 1 beat. Makes right go though, doesn't it? But yeah, he just said the usual spots by the lilies and reeds and that, and he said it's hard to get them out of this swim, but because I've seen them in here, this is where I want to fish. Yeah, having a chicken, Uncle Ben's rice, nice healthy dinner tonight, chicken tikka masala, happy days. And this can all be done in 1 pan with the Uncle Ben's rice, so it's a nice and easy happy days dinner really. Got to chop some of these up. And yeah, so there's nothing really else to report on. It's a lovely lake though, absolutely love it. You can park your van near enough next to every swim, or your car, whatever you've got, so it's nice and easy. You ain't got to be walking around with your barrow and that. And that's a plus side most of the time. Yeah, seems nice and friendly around here, and people I've spoke to already. So far so good. Just all we've got to do is get a carp to eat like I'm just about to eat, and then we'll definitely catch some fish. That's it really. I'm going to cook this up and yeah, hopefully catch a fish at the same time. I've got to speak to you soon when it's how it happens. Happy days, that's dinner done. Have a look at that. It's a nice bit of bankside food for you. Diced up chicken breast, Uncle Bren's fried rice and a bit of sauce. Bit of chicken matika sauce. Lovely, happy days. Beautiful. Morning people, absolutely buzzing. Woke up this morning, recasted the rods out. It's about 7 o'clock now. Turn the camera around. First loggies. She's there. Lovely one. Happy days, buzzing. Well, happy days. Got my first loggies carp on my first session. Nice scaly mirror. Which goes 24 just over. Happy days, what a beaut. What a beaut. Nice fighter, literally just laying down. I thought I'd lay down for 10 minutes. This one just shot off by the lilies. It was the last one I expected to go, to be honest. But happy days, look at that. Nice scaly one. Buzzing. Just caught off a bottom bait, as I usually do. I'm going to turn around. Want some pictures of both sides. She's been flapping around a lot. Oh, yeah. And made up. Lost one last night, right against the far bank. And then obviously this morning, happy days. What a beautiful carp. What a beautiful carp. That's it. Get her back. Well, have a look at this, peeps. Can't believe it. Weren't fishing for it, and my rod didn't go off or anything, no beeps or nothing, but as I was reeling it in, all of a sudden my line started going left and right. So hey, and here we go, my first ever jackpike. The camera around. I'll just turn the camera around. Have a look at this, peeps. Look at that, look. First ever jackpike. Yeah, buzzing, over the moon. Over the moon. Never had one of them before. Not sure if I'm going to take a picture, because I've never held one before and I've got big teeth. But I'm going to get this out, have a quick look, get a couple of photos even if it's on the ground. And yeah, happy days, buzzing. Who would have thought that? Right. Happy days, peeps. My first ever jackpike. I'm trying to get an hand hold of it. Don't laugh. They scare me. Just the pure size of it. Right, fella? There's a little jackpike there. Don't know how to hold these properly. Never held one, never caught one before, but that's my first ever one, peeps. Happy days. Only about £3–4, nothing big. But yeah, happy days. Look at that. I'm going to return this back to the water. Well, happy days, eh? Lovely. First trip out to loggies, first carp. See him last night. I've lost one, had one. Happy days. That was a beautiful scaly mirror. Sort of one side looked a bit like a linear carp, and then the other one was like, the other side was a mirror carp. So yeah, absolutely made up. First trip out, first carp on the bank. Can't ask for much more than that. Right, as we've caught, I thought I'd run you through the rig, and you never guess what? It was the hair rig. Big surprise there, eh? Shown you this one many times before, so this is the one that I use 9 times out of 10. Always use a hair rig on one of my rods, and lo and behold, that is the one that's actually gone and caught it. So yeah, you've seen these in other videos. I'm not going to talk you through how to do the hair rigs. You can buy them from the shop as well. if you want to see it, have a look at one of my other videos and I've explained it in there. But for the bait that I was using on top of it, it's High V's pop-up. It was white, been soaking in isotonic goo for a little while now, and that's what's turned it a little bit yellowish. And then just a bottom bait boilie on the bottom, half and half cut, as you can see. Literally that's fed through, and as it goes down, sits on the bottom of the lake like that. The white bit will stick up, maybe waft around a little bit, so like a balanced bait. But make sure the bottom bit, the bottom bait's always heavier, a little bit heavier than the top, because you don't want it actually coming up through the water. You do want it sitting on the bottom. Yeah, made up. It's about 8:30 now. I've had a cup of tea since that fish, recasted, rebaited. It's going to stay till about 1 o'clock, maybe 2 now, because I've had one and it's not too hot today. So there's a good chance that another fish might come out before I go home. So I'm going to try and stay as long as I can, but I've got a meal after this, so that's can't be too late. But yeah, that's where we're at in a minute, just chilling now, sort of enjoying the moment of having a fish on my first trip. That's the rig. Anything else happens, I'll let you know. See you soon. Alright, so while nothing's happening at the minute, I thought I'd run through the old distance sticks or marker sticks with everybody. So as you see, I'm fishing right out there against the reeds on 2 rods, right? I'm quite close, tight up. So what you got to do is, first off, you get here with your rod, just a lead on it, don't worry about the rig, because you're just trying to find your spot. So you cast out, and you always go a little bit short, because you don't want to overlong it and then get caught up in the trees or right into the reeds and lose stuff straight away. So I cast it out, and it was about half a rod length short. And what you've got, I'll just quickly turn the camera around and show you. 4 fishing reels on, all good reels. You've got that thing there, which is a line clip. So with that line clip, like I say, back. So I cast it out, I was about half rod length short. I laid out a bit of line, clipped it up, reeled it back in, casted it out again, hit the clip, went down, a little bit short again. So what I did is I unclipped it, a little bit more line out, clipped it back up onto that, casted it back out, and bang, hit the money. So I hit the money. I knew that's exactly where I wanted to be fishing with both rods, because it's the same distance, just left and right of each other. So I reeled it in, and then to these, which are the distance sticks or marker sticks, and there's 2 of these. There's one there, then there's one up here, and they're 12 foot apart, the distance of your rod. So you put one at the end of it, one lay it on the floor, one at each end, bang them in the ground, and that'll give you 12 foot. And that is literally, that's just one wrap. And what you do is you go from one to the other, wrapping it round, obviously counting how many times you go round and seeing where you end up. And once you hit the clip, how many wraps you are, that is how many you need to clip it up every time to get on the same spot that you want to be fishing. Now I wanted to show you actually how to do the wraps and everything, but with the swim and the way it is, I tried to do it, I couldn't do it, so I just thought I'd explain it. But yeah, that is how I'm hitting the same spots every time, and I know I'm fishing on a decent spot around the bait that I've been chucking out there as well. And so far it's paid off. I've had one this session. So yeah, you can get loads of different types of bank sticks. You can get cheap ones, dear ones. They're ESP. You get 3 little ones with it as well, to marker out. So say if you're in the middle, you can bang one in the middle and you know to go to that one as well. Yeah, absolutely brilliant idea. Like I say, it saves so much aggro of keep casting out, keep missing, landing on the spot, going in a tree. Yeah, definitely worth the investment. Use them all the time, especially when I'm fishing lakes like this with a bit of weed in it and I've got a clear spot and I've had a fish, I want to be fishing exactly the same spot. And yeah, happy days. I think I'm going to make another cup of coffee and hopefully one of these bite alarms goes soon. Come on. Well, here we are again, peeps. Happy days. Just had my rod shot off. Literally had 2 hours to go. I've recasted the one that I had the jackpike off. You see that? Same spot as that. I cast it out, chucked about 15 boilers over it. 5 minutes later it was off. Happy days, absolutely buzzing. Weighed up, 21 pounds this one. Lovely common. Let's have a look at the prize, eh? She's lets us. She keeps being quite lively at the minute. This is on the same rig as the jackpike. Happy daisy. And the same one as I switched them all round to hair rigs in the end because I caught that one this morning off it, so they're all on hair rigs. Same sort of bait, near enough. Oh, she is lively. Does not want to be hold this one. Happy days. Right. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Spin around quick. I like to get pictures of both sides. A bit more water over the top. Let's get it from this side, eh? Mouth is pristine condition, absolutely mint. Beautiful, it's what we come fishing for, isn't it? The lost one, had two, and had a jackpike as well. I've got about an hour and a half left. 2 o'clock I've got to get out of here by. I think I'm going to stay until 2 as well now, so I was going to go home a bit earlier. But no, buzzing. Going to get this girl back, and hopefully one more before we go, eh? You never know. You never know your luck. Right, you have to excuse the footage because I'm on my own, but let's get this one back into the water, eh? I'm just going to go off quick because she's lively. Right, here we go. This is the old common going back, £21. Absolutely beautiful, that. Yes, happy days. Well, that's it. Coming to the last minutes of the session now, about 15 minutes left. The old bivvy's gone, packed up, bed chair and that. That's all back on the truck now, ready to go. Just holding out for the last few minutes because you never know, dear. Having that one not so long ago, that common, another one could pop along any time, so I'm leaving it out there till very last minute. And that's it really. Well, happy days. I've had a few carp out of here. Had my first ever jackpike, had my first ever jackpike, which is happy days, absolutely buzzing. 2 fish over £20 on my first trip to Loggies Lake. Can't ask for much more than that. Well, unless anything happens in the next 15 minutes, tight lines, and I'll see you all on the bank soon. Happy days, peace out.